While conceptual surface information is useful for getting started, once a project is underway, more detailed information will be collected. This detailed data could come from a variety of sources such as ground survey, aerial topography, or GPS. Civil 3D has several ways to effectively process this data. In this example, we will import GPS points to build a surface model. Points can be quickly imported in a wide variety of formats, and custom formats can also be created. We can create point groups to assist in organizing our information. As the points are imported, a description key reads the raw description for each point and automatically applies a layer, symbol, and label to match the company standard. Note that the trees look like trees, benchmarks like benchmarks, etc. This is one way Civil 3D helps to organize and simplify data processing. Once there are points in the drawing, a terrain model can be created from this information. As we saw earlier, there are many sources of data that can be used to build a surface. We'll build the surface from the point data from the GPS collection, but once this surface is begun, additional information can be added to refine the surface, such as break lines, contours, point cloud data, drawing objects, or anything else that comes to refine the surface. In preliminary design, we use the conceptual surface for things like profile views, daylight targets, and more. Now that our project has a more accurate surface model, we can quickly swap it with the conceptual surface without interrupting our design work or requiring the model to be recreated. So we can start with a conceptual surface and continue to refine our model without losing any momentum. Just change some visibility to make things easier. Right now our corridor model is targeting that conceptual surface. That's how it's tying into the existing ground. What we want it to do, though, is target the new, more accurate GPS surface. With a few clicks, I can swap out my surfaces. My corridor will rebuild, and I'll have more accurate information to continue the design process. Next, I want to have a look at my profiles. We had sampled that conceptual existing ground surface onto all of our profile views so that I have the most accurate picture of how things should work. I need to go in and sample the detailed, more accurate GPS surface onto these profile views. And as I get more information, the link will be dynamic. So if I add more survey data or make a change, I will see that reflected in my sampled surface on the profile view. We mentioned that if more information comes in, our surface can be updated. Our surveyors went out and picked up some additional GPS points in this middle area where there's a park and up some pond. I will quickly add the points and make sure I add them to that topography point group that I used to build the surface. I'll be able to see the updates immediately. There's no fear that sending the surveyors out for some additional shots or pulling in some brake lines or a field book will slow me down. I can immediately add it, I see the points, and it's reflected in my surface model. This saves time and energy and allows the designers to begin their preliminary work and continue to refine it as more information comes into the office.